live here for the first time in a while that we are like actually talking. So should be live here. Let's see if it is. Check. Are we live? I believe we are, so good. So I did want to wait for a few people to get in here, so let's give it a few minutes. Alright, so let's wait for some people to get in here. We'll give it, say, until 10:02 my time, so 2 minutes. But if you guys are in here, how's it going? Oh, you'll see we do not have cameras right now. We will, though, tomorrow, whenever we go live for landfall. Happy to be back here live streaming. Been a while, but just haven't really had the time, but happy to be able to go live and show that we are still here and we can provide coverage when needed. So we are live right now. Alright, about 30 more seconds and we will get going. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and start here. I want to start things off. We do actually have a flash flood emergency in effect. This is for local law enforcement reported thunderstorms producing heavy rain between 15 and 18 inches of rain have fallen. Another 1 to 2 inches are possible. So flash flooding is already ongoing. So we definitely need to be looking at that closely. Storm total accumulation, you can tell, lots of rain. Radar's got about 16 inches in some area, so definitely need to watch that. You can tell the overlay is flash flood emergency. We do have some storms actually out here that have been moving on shore. Expecting more storms to kind of fire up potentially in like this area tonight. Go ahead and look at models real fast. Let's see if they're still expecting those. So I don't know. Looks like the storms that are there were expected to be a bit stronger. So overall severe threat is dying down across this area. We do have the marginal risk across this area for tonight, but severe risk is very minimal with that. And then back over here in Florida, we do actually have a marginal risk right on the eastern half. These storms are actually really starting to kind of move onshore. We did actually have a tornado warning about 30 to 45 minutes ago. Nothing too concerning right now. We may have a water spout trying to get going over here, and we'll have to watch that. If that does try and come on shore, we will be live with it. But for now, nothing too concerning. If we go ahead and move south to what we were really going live for, we are expecting a Category 5 at landfall now, and let's go ahead and head over to the National Hurricane Center. And this is their latest update at 11 p.m. Eastern. Let's go ahead and go here first. So as of 11 p.m. right now, we have 145-mile-an-hour winds and is moving at 5 miles an hour. The key messages are: Jamaica, you need to seek shelter now. Damaging winds and heavy rainfall tonight and Monday will cause catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding and numerous landslides before potentially devastating winds arrive Monday night and Tuesday morning. Extensive infrastructural damage, long-duration power and communication outages, and isolation of communities are expected. Life-threatening storm surge and damaging waves are expected along portions of the southern coast Monday night and Tuesday morning. Haiti and the Dominican, catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding and landslides are expected across southwestern Haiti and southern portions of the Dominican Republic through midweek. In Haiti, extensive infrastructural damage and isolation of communities are likely, although winds have temporarily decreased on the Tiberan Peninsula. They are likely to increase again across much of western Haiti on Tuesday. Eastern Cuba, life-threatening storm surge is expected along portions of the southern coast of eastern Cuba late Tuesday and Tuesday night. Damaging winds and heavy rainfall with life-threatening and potentially catastrophic flash flooding and landslides are also expected to begin on Monday. Preparation should be rushed to completion. In the southeast Bahamas and Turks and Caicos, monitor Melissa closely. This is an increasing risk of a significant storm surge, damaging winds and heavy rainfall Tuesday and Wednesday. Watches will likely be required early tomorrow. Here are the wind speed probabilities. This is tropical storm force 50 knot, and then hurricane force Jamaica. You guys are really getting in on that now. Arrival time of winds, you can tell here pretty soon. I mean, literally right now is the earliest reasonable. Most likely is going to be, let's see, 2 p.m. Monday back there in Jamaica. Here's the rainfall potential, and this is a one area right here, up to 40 inches possible. But all of Jamaica is looking at a widespread 6 to 8, or actually a widespread 6 to 30 plus inches. So definitely need to be getting prepared in Jamaica, and you guys should already be prepared. If you're not, this needs to get done. And then if we go and go over to warning cone, this is the latest cone, and we officially do have hurricane warnings in portions of Cuba. We do only have tropical storm warnings now in portions at Haiti, so no longer hurricane watches in effect over there, just tropical storm warnings. And hurricane warnings in Jamaica and portions of Cuba. Bahamas, portions of the Bahamas are going to be put under tropical storm watches and hurricane watches by early tomorrow morning, it sounds like. So we definitely are watching this closely. Rip currents are still going to be felt here in the United States. Like in Florida, we are still expecting rip currents across a very large area, so just make sure you're watching that flag and you know where, like, you know not to get in the water if you have those red flags out. Here's the GFS model and the latest track that we are expecting, and it's a bit further west than we first anticipated. Here's our current storm right now, and you can tell it's going to go up and go right past Bermuda. So we'll have to see if that hits Bermuda, and if it does, well, we're going to have even more days of going live. So this is looking like a pretty annual thing for the next couple of days, going live at night, having videos in the day. So this is just not a good thing, and not a good situation that is about to unfold. Here's a look at all the rain that this could dump. And across all of Jamaica, we're looking at a widespread, I mean, that right there, that's about 30 to 40 inches across the whole island. So that is not a good thing. Not a good thing. You can tell the swath of the heaviest rainfall is across this area, and this is mainly where it tracks. And the reason that these rainfall amounts right in here are the highest is because it kind of stalls out over here for about 12 to 24 hours. So, like I said, not a good thing that we are looking at right now. Here's the loop, and what we have noticed actually here over the past, I guess, couple couple hours, I should say, is a bit of a more southwest movement. And so this may actually pull a bit further west and take a track like that instead of a track like this. And this could actually take some of eastern Jamaica off like the major impacts. Now, I say that, but Jamaica, you guys are still in, like all of Jamaica, you guys are still in heavy impacts. So do not make that be like, oh, we're fine. No, you still need to be getting prepared there. And here's a look at Melissa's latest model intensity guidance tracks, and you can tell only a few models are picking up on Cat 5, but NHC is taking Category 5 at landfall now, and I will show you that in a moment. And this is expected to really take a decent amount of time to weaken, and we still have a few models that keep it at strong hurricane status. So we're definitely going to have to keep a very, very close eye on this, as we do still have the possibility that this does not weaken much after it passes by and it starts heading up towards Bermuda. And here's the latest NHC cone and everything. And here you see we do have Category 5 in Jamaica, and it does not weaken to Category 3 until all the way right before it makes landfall in Cuba. We're expecting Category 5, 161 mile an hour winds sustained with 196 mile an hour gusts. So this could definitely be a 200 plus mile an hour hurricane. And this is on satellite. You can tell we have a very well defined eye right now. Very circular. So definitely are watching this closely. Here are the spaghetti models. You can tell a few of them do take it up back here into the Gulf, but a majority of them keep it way out here, way east of the United States, which is what is going to happen more than likely. And Bermuda, you guys are kind of split right now, like straight down the middle. Some keep it to the west, others keep it to the east. So we really don't know, and that is why you guys are like in the middle of the cone. It's because this is still a long way out. And just looking in the long run, it finally is going to weaken to a tropical storm. But anywhere past right here is very uncertain where it is going to go. So we definitely need to watch this very closely. But Jamaica, there's very low chances you get spared right now. So make sure you have all your preparations already done. So yeah, this is just not a good thing that is going to unfold. We need to really be paying attention for all of our friends back here, all of our viewers that may be back here in Jamaica. I'm just praying nothing bad happens. Although we already have had fatalities, I am hoping that that number does not increase, but sadly it probably is. So not tropical storm, Recon is going in for mission 18. Looks like we have not gotten any data yet out of it, really. So we're gonna wait a bit. Let's switch over to coverage mode for a little bit. See what's going on, like here. Not look like we have much rotation, really. Probably a water spout over here. But apart from that, really nothing too interesting. We actually may have a bit of rotation over here. Very broad. Extremely broad rotation. Yeah, definitely pretty broad rotation. You're fine, Evan. We did actually get a mesoscale discussion. Actually, we are going to head over to the Storm Prediction for that. Storm Prediction Center, I should say. SPC. Mesoscale discussion is not out over here yet. I guess we can just look at it here on WeatherWise. So, 5% chance of a watch being issued. Brief tornado possible. So, for wind and tornado risk, So very, very, very low chance. Let's see here. It's because of these storms. Storm's kind of looking a bit interesting, I do have to say. We do have some broad rotation here near Summerdale. Very broad right here. Apart from that, there's really nothing. We have our water spouts over here. This has a bit stronger rotation, so we're watching that, but apart from that, really not much coverage that we are needing to do right now. We are going to be watching into the overnight hours too, in case we do need to go live for something in the middle of the night. We will be ready for it. This is really the area that we are supposed to be watching for tonight for that tornado risk. I'm seeing if anything really does ever try and materialize here. We'll check back at some point. Here's just a look at the radar across the United States right now. Pretty quiet, honestly. A majority of our storm stuff is happening here in the southeast and in the east coast. We do have some storms back here in the northern plains. And then this is technically in the higher elevations for the most part, producing snow. So overall, pretty quiet right now. Let's see if we have any more data yet. Nothing yet. Nothing. We're gonna stay live until this recon probably gets pretty good info. Flash flood emergency still in effect. Latest satellite should be coming in here soon, within the next 5 minutes. Yeah, you can see that southern movement, like right here. And now it's starting to take that more northern track. So, yeah, we're definitely nearing our landfall tomorrow. You can tell outer bands are getting there, so it is starting. Here we are, west of Folly. May have some brief, and they just updated their high surf advisory. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Storm Prediction Center MD is out now on their website. Brief tornado possible. Alright, we're brown, so if they were to issue a watch, it would be a severe watch, more than likely. Still watching here near Summerdale. Still have some broad rotation going on. We also have some broad rotation right here, it appears. Honestly, today kind of overperformed, to be honest. Like this morning's tornado threat definitely overperformed. I mean, we had a strong water spout, it appeared. I want to stay on here until we get our latest satellite imagery infrared in. School is going to be rough tomorrow. So, let's see here. So that's 7 a.m. tomorrow. And 7 p.m. So we'll probably actually start, depending on what we're looking at, we'll probably start live stream around 10 or 11 tomorrow night. Yeah, I think that'll probably be a good time. And infrared should be updating here soon. Oh, we're finally getting some recon data. Nothing interesting yet, though. Okay, satellite finally came in, the latest. And if anything, the eye is a bit more circular. Here, I'll pause it and play it for you. So this is currently, and this was the last one. If anything, it got a bit more circular. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that, but obviously a lot of things are gonna change with that between 10 tonight and 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'm still watching this area actually pretty closely tonight. And okay. This is getting a bit concerning. Right here, and this is kind of moving to the northeast towards Elsinore. We have some winds coming like this, winds coming like this, and it's kind of meeting right in there. I would not be surprised if we actually ended up seeing a tornado warning if that ramps up here. Even back here near Folly, I mean, there's multiple areas. You can kind of make out our supercell here. It's not even like that, it's more like that. Let's stay here on velocity actually for a minute. Like, this is a bit interesting. Let's see. Is this even in our... So this isn't our marginal risk, which is a 2% tornado. So, I mean, it's not impossible. What other radars are around here? Oh, that is a terrible... Lower velocities newer by a minute, but you can't see anything that out. Like, how far is that radar? Oh yeah, that's all the way northwest of Panama City. Alright, so it's kind of broadened out some. But this area near Folly is picking up, though. I don't know, that may be out of the storm. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one right there. But this area is definitely storm-related. So, I mean, we're going to stay on for a little bit. And okay, NHC has issued advisories. Tropical storm warning all the way out here already. Alright, NHC is initiating advisories. It doesn't show up here, but we have officially had advisories issued like all across this area now. As if we head over to weatherwise, you can see that. We do actually have some islands now in the Bahamas under tropical storm warnings, so NHC is noting this now, and these areas right in here will likely be areas upgraded to hurricane warnings within the coming days. That is not what I meant to hit. The recon data should come in soon. We should get some more. So that was our last recon data, and we had 934. I'm gonna regret this tomorrow. I know nothing's really catching my eye in terms of severe weather. Probably give it another 15 to 20 minutes before we sign off. Actually, let's go ahead and look at the ensembles. Let's go GEFS. Honestly, Bermuda may get missed. A lot of the ensemble members have it missing. And then honestly, this is probably going to be our last tropical system of the year, to be honest. I don't even know where we're at right now. Like, what even is that island? I'm not even sure what recon is doing right now. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Like, is it that island there? Because it seems like it may be, and they're gonna have to fly down through here. But I'm not even really sure at this point. What's wrong, Evan? I'm sorry that your internet keeps going out. Actually, quite a few pockets of rotation over here. There's really not strong. I mean, if something gets issued, we'll definitely be watching it, but I'm sorry that your dad is messing with your internet, Evan. This is something I did not expect to get, though, tonight. Flash flood emergency was not on my radar. Not on my bingo card. Honestly, these supercells honestly look pretty healthy. It's just they're struggling to produce. Like, they have mesos starting to develop, or at least try to develop. Like this, you can make out the supercell. This, it's a bit harder. It's like it's trying but struggling. And then this one, it's like it's part of this almost, so is that even in the marginal risk of flash flooding? It's hardly in the marginal risk, like, measure, I mean, it's in the marginal by 3.4 miles. I mean, this is almost a flash flood emergency outside the marginal risk for excessive rainfall. Day 3. Oh, wow, no flood risk day 3. Day 4, we have it in day 5. Alright. I mean, the flash flood emergency is outside the general thunderstorm for half of it. Man, this is like a perfect circle. Yeah, this is crazy. Let's go measure. Actually, I mean, it's pretty close. I don't even hit my keyboard much. That's just my mouse right now. Like, this is my keyboard. I mean, I could definitely probably fall asleep if it wasn't me having to actually hit it. So, I definitely see where you're coming from. we see this on composite? No, we cannot. I don't know if we'll ever be able to see this. I'm doing pretty good today, Evan. How about you? That is amazing that you are doing great. What is not great is I have school tomorrow. That is not ideal. Really not much to do right now. I mean, it's pretty much just a waiting game. Like, I don't know what to do while we wait. Any ideas of what to do right now, Evan? Well, 0Z GFS is coming in. Analysis tool. Let's look at this. 2015. Oh, that's not gonna work. 2014. I don't know. I guess this is cool. Let's look at 2000. What was it, 2014? Which we can't look out. When is the most recent that it will actually let us look? 2012, okay. Hey, looky here. Pink. Evan, are you still in here? If so, look right here. Barrel. We got barrel. 2012. 2011. There's Harvey, Dorian. Honestly, now that I'm looking back at the past years, like, we really... Oh, there's Chantel. There's Aaron. There's Tropical Storm Aaron in Oklahoma. Like, very funny. Tropical Depression. Oh, Tropical Storm Landfall, Tropical Depression. Oh, let's just go back to Tropical Storm randomly in Oklahoma. Honestly, Let's go back to 1851. Oh. Huh. That sounds good, Cindy. I have nothing against you. Just sitting around looking at past hurricane seasons as we wait for the rest of the interesting stuff to come in. I am too. I have too. Man, honestly, the more I look at these, the more I notice that we really actually didn't, we don't really see many hurricanes hit Florida and stuff and go up into the Gulf. The more I look at it, looky there. Look, right here, USA. Oh, actually, you can't see black. USA. I'm happy that you found someone. My little single Pringle sitting here. At least I'm doing what I like. I'm screenshotting this. Let's go ahead and go screenshot. That was an interesting find. What have I done? Oh man. I don't know why it was not letting me do anything. I mean, if you need to go talk to him right now or anything, don't feel like you have to be here. Oh, we've already looked at 2011. 2012. Oh, there's Debbie. And Sandy. Sure, I'll give you your mod back. I don't even care about the past. There's not enough time in life to worry about the past. Oh, there's Humberto. Man, they really actually... Chantel, Gabrielle, Humberto. Like, Karen, like, actually, we actually reuse names so much now that I look at it. Yep, sounds good. Man, actually, let's... These are the 2025 hurricane names. Until we have Chantel, Aaron, Gabrielle, Humberto, Karen. Like, those are all the ones that we have reused this year. Like, we actually have reused so many. Go back to 1910. What is that? So we didn't have names back then, but '05 did a little loop-de-loop here and then went up into Florida. Interesting. Dorothy. Clara. Huh. This is a pretty active year. Bob. I need to bring Bob back. Gloria. There's Harvey. Jose, Emily. Huh. Interesting. Carol, Barbara. Edna, Hazel, Carol, Alice, Dolly. Huh. Fern. Edith, Doria. Ginger. That is a new one for a tropical system. Ginger. Man, I could sit here for days looking at all these. Now we're in the 1800s. Whoops. Alright, let's go ahead and get back on topic. I don't have the time to stay up and watch Recon. There's the latest, pretty circular on infrared. Really nothing much. That is rotation. Honestly, I might just call it here, to be honest. I can get up tomorrow and make a video, and then we'll be live again tomorrow night, so... may call it a night. Alright, just a brief rundown before we sign off. 2 marginal risks in play, one down across this area, one over here in Florida. Here's what you can expect in terms of models for tonight. Nothing too out of the ordinary, just some storms, maybe a brief tornado risk coming back here, and just a wind risk across here with flooding risk across that whole area. And then obviously we're expecting a Category 5 hurricane at landfall in Jamaica. This is your satellite image. Maybe there. Pretty scary and terrifying, to be honest. Detaching itself really almost completely from all this outer convection. I don't know what is going on. But almost detaching itself completely from all this outer convection. So that is something to note for sure. Recon, I'm not going to stay up for. I'm going to get some sleep. And then let's go to here. And obviously this is 0C GFS and we're only 42 hours in. But latest GFS on this is still showing same scenario up through Jamaica around the same intensity. I mean, it's hitting Jamaica at 958. Last model run, it had it at 953, so maybe a bit weaker, which would be a good thing. But overall, does still show like the same scenario. Then looks like back in the plains, we're going to get some rain, widespread rain. So, cool. I think that's pretty much your rundown of what you can expect. Just in case you guys didn't know, Weston's Weather Forecast Center is open. I do not have a confidence outlook outline today, but we will tomorrow, and Jamaica will be included in this one. You heard that right, Jamaica. You guys are going to be in a confidence outlook. That is my cat, Evan. My cat meowed. Then we do have radar. Click on alert. It is a bit confusing whenever you first get there. Can't click off to the side. There's a very tiny X. Let me just show you guys real fast. You can tell right there we do have a very tiny X that you click there and it will get rid of that. So just thought I'd show you guys that in case you guys have been on here and trying to click off alerts and did not know how. So there you go. Now you know how. So yep, that's pretty much it. Your rundown for tonight. We'll take one more look at storms. Yep, looks pretty much done, really. We'll be on standby all night for a stream if something like a tornado were to drop or something. But hurricane matters, we will not be live again tonight. Evan, check DMs here after the stream. But with that, I guess I will see you guys in the next one. So long, Weston's Weatherwise out.